I've been get the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 52 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily their own.
First quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4. At the 26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 22.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And some space here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new. Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Bridgewater.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue.
Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Delaney Walker. Incomplete.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start with the option. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. keeps the sticks moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
A gain of 11.
11 yards for number 11. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Bucs 34-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Curtis Samuel, the ball carrier.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Buccaneers 31.
Big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. Throwing, Bridgewater. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on up. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down to the end zone for a safety. Start of the drive here, fourth quarter, and his defense looking for a stop. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Christian McCaffrey.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to let it fly. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they make amends for their Week 1.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we dreaming till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at... in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 15. A solid punt, but also a nice return there. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Fights through and now a crease. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 33.
He was brought down by LaVonte.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right.
First quarter, we get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
Now Gordon on first down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Melvin.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 4.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchdown. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
To Melvin Gordon.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Devin White on the tackle.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 33. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
14.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And possession. Special teams did their job putting this offense back inside the 10. Now how can the defense respond? They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Antoine Winfield.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll get this one to Patrick. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubtly believe you'll do it a second time.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. Kaepernick now on 1st down.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Kaepernick's pass intercepted.
A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos... A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's good.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And 4 at the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Another Denver.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28.
Possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. This is the tight end Fant. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kaepernick. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dancing, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 3rd touchdown. The defense back out there. What have they drawn up here to try to combat the offense? They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
He's brought down.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
He was tackled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Tampa Bay. In overtime.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one. And to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Bucs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body.
I'm on this every day.